So what motivated you to pursue a career in hairstyling?
So honestly, I got my college degree in English. So it's literally nothing to do with hair. But so then I went to hair school, and then me going to hair school kind of like put me in the industry really, really, as far as professionalism. You have good energy, people feel that.
Yes.
People feel that. People are going to spend money with you regardless.
Absolutely, because it's so many people that I've went to and never again, because the customer service we didn't say nothing the whole appointment. I may have been getting braid, and 4 hours I didn't say nothing, and it's kind of harder for me to open up, if I'm in a service provider, but at least ask me how my day is going, or tell me hello when I walk in. So how do you plan to grow and expand your business?
Kind of dive deep into that, but I want to do a lot more photo shoots. I just did a big photo shoot. I want to do some more photo shoots. I don't know. I want to do a lot. It's so much that I want to get into. I want to get into movies, working behind the scenes. I feel like my time for kind of movies, TVs.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Chopping It Up. Deanna here. It's your host Deanna here. I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode. I'm super happy that you guys are here. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. How are you guys doing? It's been a minute, but I'm back. Today we have a wonderful guest here today. Her name is Nea Allen, and I am so happy that she's here today. She took time out of her busy schedule, busy day, and it's a wonderful thing. We're getting new guests in, guys, so just stay tuned to what we have. Today we're going to be talking about, the industry of hairstyling. Atlanta gets repped as not the good hairstylist. I think we're the most hated hairstylists, but it's going to be a wonderful episode, and I'm glad you guys tune in, and let's get into it. So just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, guys. Hello. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Nea. I'm 24. Of course, I live here in Atlanta. I am a hairstylist. It's crazy because I didn't start off doing hair, but I am doing hair now, and I actually work in a hair salon, the Prissy Palace. So that's where I'm at now. Yes.
That's wonderful. Being 24, that's amazing.
Yes.
A lot of 24-year-olds do not know where they want to be in life, or they don't know. They don't have a career path. They just living.
Girl, I still don't really know. I mean, I know, but it's still, I feel like 24, you kind of you back and forth a lot. I feel like you try to make your hobby your career. Then it's sometimes that don't work, so it's a lot of just kind of figuring out, basically.
So how do you balance it? I know around your 20s you want to party. How do you balance being a business owner and want to be outside?
I mean, me personally, I am somebody who likes to go outside, likes to have a good time. I feel like it's no purpose of working if you're gonna just work to pay the bills. We live in Atlanta, honestly, too, so it's it's all over. I feel like it's just about you knowing what's more important. If you have stuff to do, kind of it's like time management, basically. And I feel like I learned that in college, really how to manage my time. So I feel like I kind of try to, if I know I got an appointment early in the morning, maybe don't go out at night, stuff like that. So it's still hard, I guess you could say, because I'm young. I want to be outside, but I got a business to run. I got stuff to handle. So it's okay right now. It's okay.
And that's wonderful that you have to do time management, because time management is very hard, especially with balancing a business and things like that. It can get hard sometimes. So I'm super glad that you said time management, because you prioritize. Because some people might want to be in a club and you might be doing hair. Your friends might want to be in a club. But I'm so glad that you know that you have to get your business done.
You got to get your money. You got to get your money. My friends know, we'll be literally about to go out. Somebody will call me. They need their hair done. I'm going to go do their hair. I'll see y'all at the club. I feel like at the end of the day, it's about business. You got to get your business done.
Right. So what motivated you to pursue a career in hairstyling?
So honestly, I got my college degree in English. So it's literally nothing to do with hair. But, as you get older, I feel like you kind of always go back to your childhood dream. And I feel like hair was my childhood dream. So as I got older, I graduated college. I started working, and it's just I just felt so unfulfilled. So I was like, what do I really love to do? And it really was hair. Right. So then I went to hair school, and then me going to hair school kind of put me in the industry really, really, as far as professionalism. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that YouTube and you taking a class really can't teach you. So I feel like hair school kind of helped me with that part of my career. Okay. So after hair school, then it was just I got a suite. Then the suite kind of didn't really work out, so then I went to the salon.
Okay, so that's good. That a pathway, some things happen for a reason, and so you was able to learn from it. And that's a wonderful thing because you might have one goal and it may get twisted, but that's good that you was able to learn from it and bounce back.
Yeah, I mean, because I feel like I was saying, like I know hair is really what I want to do, but you never know, in 10, 15 years I might change, right. So I feel like it's good to kind of be open with yourself and be open to other career options and keep exploring. We're young, you don't have to just stick to one career path, because I mean I got my degree in teaching, but who's to say I have to stick to teaching, Right.
And that's good that you have a backup plan. Teaching is very good. We will always need teachers, and we will always need hairstylists.
Please become a teacher. They need teachers.
We need them right now. I know some positions that's open for teachers.
Literally, yes, seriously.
Yes. So your name is so unique. How did you come up with it?
Somebody just asked me that. That's crazy. Okay, so my real name is Harnea, Harnea. So I started, my business at first was just selling lashes when I was in college. And I don't know really how I came up with the Nea code. I don't know. And then I know I wanted to pick something that wasn't just like hair by Nea or like lashes by Nea, because I knew I was going to really try to expand into like a whole bunch of other stuff. Right. So I really don't know. I really cannot answer that question. Right. I really don't know.
It's okay.
The Nea code, I don't know where that came from.
Right. Just experience.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is so beautiful that how you just, you come up with the name, because it is a lot in the industry. Hair by this, hair by that. And it's just like, you can expand on the Nea code because you can start selling bundles and things like that, or, get bigger. What career aspirations did you have in high school?
So when I was in high school, I don't know, it's crazy because I literally went from wanting to be like a hairstylist when I was younger, and then in high school, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. Both my parents are doctors, so I feel like that's kind of where I was kind of at when I was in high school, maybe like junior year. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to nursing school, yada, yada, yada. And then I never really had like a career that I was like, oh my God, I want to be it was just I was always just kind of like going with the flow. Like that's just kind of how it was. I've always had like a passion. So I never really grew up and was like, besides hair, but for me back then, hair wasn't like a career. It was just a hobby. Oh. So I didn't really have like a big thing that I really wanted to do.
That's crazy that you say it's a hobby, because it's becoming a career now.
Yeah, and I have to start remembering that too. That's one of my problems.
People they do hair inside their home, but it's really a career. Like it's grown so much. To now having suites, to now having hair salons. Yeah. I used to just go to somebody's house and get my hair done and just but it's grown and I feel like it's going to continue to grow. What sets you apart from different people in your different hairstylists in your industry?
So I feel like what sets me apart, of course, most people would say like their work. Everybody has different ways that they do different styles. I feel like people have different things that they specialize in. But I feel like for me personally, I feel like it's like the passion and the customer service and the experience all around. I feel like a lot of people have to understand it's great that we all can do great hair. Not everybody, but it's great that we can do great hair. But at the same time, people want to have a great experience. Yes. People want to I don't want to come get my hair done and it's like you got attitude, you just making me feel your bad energy, So I feel like I really take pride in my whole experience with my customers, from like the time you contact me to the time you leave your appointment, even to like the checkups. And I feel like all of my clients that I have now, my consistent clientele, I feel like I form a relationship kind of outside of hair. And I feel like that kind of, not too personal, but just kind of, you don't want it to kind of just be like transaction. Right. For me, I kind of want to get personal. Yes. Not so personal to where it's like, we're crossing boundaries as far as business goes, but I want to kind of get to the point where you're just not coming giving me your money and you're leaving, So that's kind of what I do. Okay.
And that's a big difference. That's a major thing, because I've been to so many different hairstylists and they were so rude. They might have did a wonderful job. I won't be back, because that's one thing that if your customer service is off, I can't. It just I'm just sitting in a chair at this point.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like some people y'all just have people come to y'all and they just sitting there looking at you in the mirror, you looking at them. I'm like, ask them how they day went, something, you know, get personal. But I feel like some people are kind of scared to do that because people think everything is going to mess up their money. You have good energy. People feel that. Yes. You know, people feel that. People are going to spend money with you regardless.
Absolutely, because it's like it's so many people that I've went to and never again, like, because the customer service was, we didn't say nothing the whole appointment. I may have been getting braid and 4 hours I didn't say nothing, and it's kind of harder for me to open up, you know, if I'm in a service provider, but at least ask me how my day is going, or tell me hello when I walk in. I know everybody has their own life and, you know, things happen, but at the end of the day, you're still providing a service. Just say hello to me. At least we don't have to say nothing else. Just say hello to me and I'll say hello to you.
And that's what I was talking about. There's some things that I feel like I really learned from hair school. Like some stuff, you know, YouTube really can't teach you how to have good customer service. And I worked in the restaurant industry when I was in college, so I kind of know how to talk to people, but that's a really, really big thing. A lot of people don't know how to communicate.
Hairstylist, customer service, them put two to
it's
hand.
The same thing. Like literally it goes hand in hand. So I understand.
Yes. So how long have you been a hairstylist for?
So honestly, I have been doing hair full time, with that being like my only source of income really since August. Wow. So I guess you could say since August I've been full time.
Okay. Has there ever been slow months? How do you adapt to it?
So there's a lot of different things that I feel like I'm trying to implement now because I'm still really new to the industry. I feel like the main problem I have is literally what you're talking about, managing the slow months. It's like you got to remember that you're not always going to make the same amount of money every day. It's not going to be, you know, the 3 zeros every day. You know, it's not going to be that. You know, some days you're going to make no money. So I feel like the biggest thing is just, that's why it's important to ensure that this is your passion, because every day is not glitz and glimmers. And I feel like a lot of times social media kind of shows business owners lavish part, not the like when you dead broke struggling part, you know? So I feel like for me, I'm kind of learning to keep myself occupied. Okay. Whether that's, you know, just doing content, you know, texting some of my customers, hey, you need your hair done, you know, just kind of like, even if I'm not being hands-on, like actually taking a client, I'm just always making sure I'm trying to do something as far as elevating my business and myself too. Okay.
That's wonderful. You got to keep going.
Got to keep going for sure.
I have a little bit of hair experience. I worked at a hair salon, and I have to give credit where it's due. I give credit to all hairstylists. Yeah. I found out that is not for me. I took out 2 people's hair and found out that is not for me. And I was
you gotta love it. You gotta really love it.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to love it. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it, because it was so like, I did it, but I was like, never again. I'm not doing it. You're standing on your feet for a long time. You can get carpal tunnel in your hands. It's just like,
carpal tunnel is crazy. Honey.
Yeah, it's just like, wow. I'm like, I give it to you guys, because
it's definitely not. It's definitely a lot. It's a lot in a good way, but you gotta take care of yourself. Like, go to the chiropractor. I go to the chiropractor. I'm 24, but I go to the chiropractor now. Wow. Because you gotta take care of yourself. You got, like you said, carpal tunnel. I think I'm starting to develop that in my hands. Yeah. So it's definitely gotta take care of yourself. Yeah. It's a full-time. It's a full-time job. It is for sure.
It's challenging. I learned so much in that little bit of time. I thought hairstyling was super, super easy until I got into the shoes. Yeah. Yeah. And then
it's like with hair too, it's like you gotta think like somebody comes to you with a specific vision that they want, and you have to execute that. So that's kind of like, that's tricky too, because you know, sometimes what I see you might not be seeing it. So but that's why communication comes in too. You gotta talk throughout the whole appointment. Am I doing this right? Do you like this? You can't just sit there and just you gotta talk for sure,
because you might like it, but they might like it, not like it.
Yep. And one thing I learned in hair school too is pictures. Okay. So show them a picture of what you want, because like I said, what I think might be a middle part or side part, you might think that's something completely different. Right. So, yeah.
It's so many new hairstyles coming up today. I'll be like, whoa, what do you want?
Exactly.
Yes. So how do you plan to grow and expand your business?
So there's actually a few things that I kind of want to tap into. One really being, I kind of want to try to do like the whole wholesale hair. Like I kind of want to become like a wholesale vendor, you know, kind of dive deep into that. But I want to do a lot more photo shoots. I just did a big photo shoot. I want to do some more photo shoots. I don't know. I want to do a lot. Like, it's so much that I want to get into. I want to get into like movies, you know, working behind the scenes. I feel like my time for kind of like being in front, that's why I'm kind of so nervous now. I feel like my time for being in front of the camera, I feel like I'm kind of done with that in a way. I think I kind of want to be more like behind the camera as far as like movies, TVs, you know, and not kind of just like me working just behind a chair. You know?
That's understandable. I seen where you did your photo shoot. It was amazing.
Yes,
I looked at it. Amazing work, amazing job.
Girl.
It takes a lot. I'm knowing.
That was an experience. That was definitely an experience.
Yes. So that's good that you want to, you know, expand as far as like movie sets and things like that. So have you like thought about reaching out to people, sending emails, or have you worked towards that, or is it just kind of like, you know, you're thinking about it, or how does that go?
So I actually have worked on one movie scene it was like a Tubi movie. I've done that. And then I have somebody I'm actually working with now that's actually like she does like reality TV or whatever, that I'm going to be like her actual stylist or whatever. So I have that going on. But I feel like for me, I kind of want to make sure my clientele is steady and consistent enough for me to make until I really jump into something else.
Right.
So I feel like I'm kind of like taking baby steps, which could kind of be a good thing or a bad thing. Probably a little fear too.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to take little baby steps.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It takes time. So you're taking a risk, because definitely from having money and then, you know, jumping into movies, it may be different.
Yeah.
So, but congratulations to you in advance.
Thank you.
That's a wonderful thing.
Congratulations to you too, girl.
Thank you.
You're
thank
welcome.
you. Yes.
Thank you.
So how do you leverage social media and online platforms to promote your hair business and get potential clients?
Marketing. Of course, you know, social media is great. You know, I think most of my clientele honestly comes from social media, Instagram, TikTok. Now, honestly, for me, there have been a few times where I have worked with, you know, people marketing or whatever, but it's kind of hard for me because I feel like sometimes it's like, you know, I can literally record a whole video doing hair, and it's like, I don't know, for some reason it takes so much to edit, and so that's where I'm at now. I'm really working on kind of staying consistent with the content. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, even the days where I don't have clients, I'm gonna try to get the content. I'm gonna try to go back and edit old videos. Yeah. So really, TikTok is a really good thing that I use too. TikTok, ads, Facebook ads, reels and stuff. Yeah. Stuff like that.
Yes. So with me, I'm with you on the same page with having so much content. Editing is a dread for me.
It's a lot.
Like, it's a lot. But you know, you have the content, why not post it?
Why not post it? Yeah.
Because you don't know who you're missing out on by not posting it. Yes, you know, you might think, oh, this is so horrible, this is you know, but people might say, oh, it's good.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. You literally never know till you post. Like,
right.
And it's, you know, you might, even if somebody sees it 100 times, one person gonna see it, and that's gonna be your client.
Yes.
So,
and I've seen so many different people off TikTok, and like, especially with hairstylists, I went to them because, you know, if you don't promote, nobody's gonna see you. And so that's one thing that I've learned. Like, marketing is very, very hard for me, at least. But that's one of the things that you just kind of have to get out your comfort zone with, and just try to, you know, take that risk.
What marketing skills do you use? Or like,
so marketing skills that I use are mostly like ads. I run a lot of ads, and I don't spend too much money on them because I run multiple.
Right. Okay.
And then Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, but I use a lot of hashtags.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
I use a lot of hashtags.
Where do you find your hashtags from? Do you just search like Atlanta something hashtag?
So with me, I actually use ChatGPT and AIs. A lot.
That's smart.
Helpful.
I never thought about that.
Helpful. And I put in viral hashtag because it's a lot of work to find good ones. So normally I do a little background on the hashtags, but then I just go into AI, ChatGPT, and type it in. It gives me a whole list of hashtags, and I just paste them. And I post at different times. So I found out that like posting like at 5, 6, that works better than posting at, you know, 2. Because, you know, my audience, most of us are at school at 2. I'm 16. Yeah,
that's crazy. I wish I was doing this at 16. This is that's
really
good to be doing this at 16. That's big, girl. We was not thinking about. Well, I was not thinking about this at 16. Yeah, that's crazy. That's what's up.
Yes, I thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
It's an amazing thing, you know. Definitely get younger people. For you to be 24, that's amazing. Girl,
you make me so old. I feel so old. Oh my God, I feel old because it's like 16 for me. Like I said, like I feel like everybody was going to college. Honestly, like you either were going to college, you didn't really. It wasn't a lot of like business and stuff going on too. And at that time, I went to high school in North Carolina. So it was like, it wasn't a lot of that going on.
Right.
So for me to see you here at 16 is like, girl, like 16 me was not thinking about girl, any of this. So that's really, really what's up. I really feel like, I guess you could say the generation younger than me, really, really like business oriented, really get into it early. And I feel like y'all are not really, I feel like my age group, we were confined. Like I said, you either were going to college or going to the military, or you were, if you were starting your own business, it's like, I don't know, we just wasn't taking it serious. I don't know why.
Yeah, the generation that I'm in, a lot, you see the bad stuff.
Yeah.
But they don't show how people at 18 are being millionaires. They got multi-million-dollar clothing brands. You just see all these people are going through this or all this backlash, but but that's what life, you don't see the good.
Yeah. Cause y'all doing good. Y'all doing good. I mean, I feel like the thing is social media is just more like, I mean, we had social media, but it wasn't, you probably can get in a fight and it might not be posted on social media or something like that. Or you could get into some, you might be at a party or something and it might not be posted, but I think everything is just so visual now. Like you can, like literally everything is posted. So it's like now y'all probably doing the same thing we were doing, but it's just people see it more. But then it's like we weren't really doing what y'all are doing. So they should be focusing on that part.
Right.
Junior year, senior year, you kind of figuring out but girl, ninth grade is crazy.
Thank you so much. Welcome. I appreciate it. So what is your biggest business goal at the moment?
My biggest business goal right now is to actually really have my consistent photo shoots every month. Okay. I really want to make that a thing. I kind of want to become known for that, like the photo shoots. I want to do different photo shoots, have different girls, different themes, kind of tap into like the avant-garde hair, which is what I did when I was in hair school. Okay. So really I'm working on kind of becoming a creative again, if that makes sense. Okay. We got the hairstyle, and I want to kind of really show my creativity when it comes to hair.
That's a wonderful thing. Have you ever considered about opening up a salon, or you don't want to go in that field?
It's like yes and no. I feel like when a lot of us like start doing hair, I feel like that's a lot of our goals. Like, I want to own my own salon, but I don't really know if that's my goal anymore. Okay. I feel like what I want to do is kind of I want to be pretty much two on the go to have a salon. I feel like that'll be a lot of like wherever you have your salon at in that city, you gotta kind of be there, see what's going on. I don't really plan on being that, like, what should I say?
Sat down.
Yeah.
Like, sit down.
Yeah. I plan on being out. Right. So maybe in the future, but not right now.
Okay. And with that comes up a lot of different business, a lot of different, more money.
Yeah.
And
it's a lot.
You're in one location. You got to go to that same location every single day. And you got to manage a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah. Everybody that I know that own a salon, I really, really give it to them because it's a lot. Yes. It's a lot. And I know some really, really great salon owners, honestly. I don't know if I could do that. Right. I don't know if I can handle that. Right. I don't know if I could do that.
Okay. And everything is not meant to be for everybody.
Right, for sure.
So it can be meant for that person, but not for you. And that's okay. How do you maintain your mental health while managing your business?
Okay. So honestly, what I've been doing in the past month is learning how to maintain my stress. Okay. Like today was very stressful for me. It was stressful because I'm such a perfectionist. Like everything has to be like to the T. So when you're like that, and one thing throws off your day, it's like you liable to just have a whole meltdown. Like I lost my key here when I was on the way here. I sat in some gum on the way here. Oh, wow. So I was really like, I'm done. But I was like, nope. Right. Because it's like, this is a good thing that I'm doing. So it's like, you don't want, and that's a mental health thing for me. I get in my head. And I get so like discouraged. Oh no, maybe it's not meant to happen. But sometimes the devil just be working hard. Yeah. Like that's really what it is. So I feel like you have to take those days off too. Don't burn yourself out. Don't burn yourself out. Make sure you're still taking time to rest, go to sleep at night, drink your water, especially when you're standing on your feet all day. Like I said, go to the chiropractor and don't now that, this is my career, I'm learning that I have to have other hobbies now. Okay. Because now my hobby is my career. So now I have to find other things that do not involve money because money is stressful. Trying to make money is stressful, So I've been trying to do little things that don't require making money so I can just focus on myself,
Yes. Stress is very easy to come. Today it's been one of those kind of days for me as well. Yeah. I feel like everything has shifted and you plan and you try to get everything together and the devil will throw something at you. And you just have to realize you have to keep going. Things happen. Life happens. There's nothing that I can do. I just have to keep forward. Keep going. And same with you. You have to keep going.
Being able to adapt. I think that's really what it is. Like you literally have to be able to bounce back from anything. Like you got to be. And that's, I think for the past, like literally for the past year, if I tell you some of the stuff, you'll be shocked that I'm sitting right here. Seriously. But you gotta, cause it's like life waits for nobody. Like you gonna be stuck sitting there and we in 2026, you know? So you kind of gotta like, I've kind of learned how to just go with the punches. Just keep going.
Yes, you definitely have to. Time waits for nobody. Life waits for nobody. What are some strategies that you do to prevent burnout? Okay,
so that's where I'm at right now. You know, I'm working on that because, like I said, you can call me 1 o'clock in the morning and I'll do your hair.
Ooh,
you know, it's just because, you know, I know like the type of lifestyle I want to live. I know how much money I want to make. So I know like I have a goal, so I got to accomplish that goal. But girl, you tired, you know? So I'm learning to kind of like say no. That's where I'm at right now, is saying no. Like, and like I said, you know, God has brought me this far to where I said I haven't worked a regular job since August.
Wow.
So he's not going to bring me to May and be like, okay, girl, you got to go get a job.
Right.
So it's like, it's okay to say no, I can't take the client, you know, or I got to push it back some. And I feel like being a hairstylist is very tricky. Because it's like you can cancel one appointment, they canceling you. You know, somebody might make a TikTok video about you. So it's like that brings a lot of anxiety and a lot of fear, because it's like I gotta be on my P's and Q's, but I can't like put that much stress on myself. I can just show up as the best person I can show up as. You know. So.
And you have to learn how to say no. That's one of the hardest things, because especially when it comes from a person that I'm always to say yes, yes, yes. And when you say no to that person or no to a situation, you would think your whole life flipped over. Girl. But you have to learn to say no, because you have to realize you have to protect yourself and your well-being, because if you're not right, then nothing's gonna be right.
And it's crazy because, like I said, at 24, I think I probably just learned that probably like 3 months ago. I think I just learned really that I have to say no. It's very hard when you are somebody who wants to, you know, I guess you could say I was kind of like a people pleaser growing up. So with that, you know, you take a lot of opinions, you know, to account. But as I got older right now, it's like you can't say yes to, you're going to be burnt out. By the time I get to 30, I'm not going to want to do hair. Right. Because I didn't say yes to everybody. So it's very, very important to learn your boundaries and learn, you know, how to say no.
Yes. So how do you stay updated on the latest new trends, new hairstyles?
Definitely social media. And then I work in a salon with a lot of stylists who we all do kind of like different things. It's like the same, but it's different. So it's like, I feel like it's important to like pay attention to your clients, pay attention to like the people that you work with, pay attention to social media. Also have a different demographic of clientele. You know, I have older clients, I have younger clients. So like, you know, the younger clients will be the one to tell you like literally what's going on right then and there. They know like the edges, the edges and stuff. My young clients are the ones who, you know, taught me how to do the little soups and stuff, you know. So it's important to kind of be very diverse, I guess I can say, and learn how to, you gotta learn how to, you know, you gotta learn how to talk to older people, younger people, because everybody can give you different information. And there's older clients who might, you know, they might be in different settings and stuff. You just never know what information you'll learn from anybody. So it's very important to like stay up to date with, you know, because like you get left behind. The same thing with life, you get left behind.
Right. And older clients, they're more trickier, because they gonna tell you right then and there they don't like it.
They don't like it.
And all you can do is accept it and try to better it.
How do you feel about that though? Like people not liking their hair and then they just leave and they don't say anything. What would you do?
Me personally, I will say something, but I'm not leaving. Like if it's a hot mess, I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
But I'll say it in a nice way. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, I don't like my hair." Like it's a way how you talk to people.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's a way how you say things. So I would let the person know in the most politest way. Now, if they gave me a attitude back, I would just leave. I'll pay them and leave. But I'm not going on TikTok. Oh, this person messed up my hair. I don't got time for that.
After you didn't say anything, right? I mean,
I don't have time for that.
I mean, I understand it. I mean, I feel like me personally, that's why I said like it's no way that you've been doing somebody's hair for like 2 hours and you don't know that they don't like it.
Right.
Like me personally, I know that you're gonna love your hair because I'm talking to you throughout it. I'm looking at your facial expressions. So I really don't understand how somebody doesn't like their hair and you don't, as a stylist, can't tell. Right. But also, it's important for you to communicate to your stylist that, you know, hey, can you curl it this way? Right. My lace lifting a little, like, you know, talk to us, you know?
Communication is key. I think like the only way I will take anything to social media is if they took my deposit or if they scam me. That's the only way I'm going to social media, and I'm not blasting it, but I'd be like, hey, watch out for these people. Yeah,
which is understandable because they do be scamming.
Yeah,
I got scamming in Atlanta for sure.
I done got scammed, and
you got scammed from your deposit.
Yeah, it was so, how I look back on it, it was really me. I should have knew better, but I just let it slide. But she ended up sending me my money, and it was just by the grace of God, because then she started going into this whole thing about, I'm gonna call the cops. You scammed me. How you gonna call the cops? But anyway.
And it's like, the deposits be like $25. I'm not understanding, like, and that's why honestly, like, I have a lot of people, like, because I have like an automatic message that I will send you after you book, send your deposit, the address, whatever. And it's like, you can tell some people get really iffy about the deposit. And I'm like, y'all really traumatized. Like, that's crazy.
But I'll look like, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to ask you a billion questions, but I'm going to ask you a couple questions. And then, I'm going to look at your work and see, like, because a lot of different people, I can tell how you're scammer is if you change your setting 20 different times. You could be in another room, Oh, no, I'm not falling for that.
About that.
Yeah, I look for, like, the background and things. I've been traumatized. So, but I don't take that trauma out on another hairstylist, because you didn't do that to me. So
that's true.
I don't take that out on you. But
I gotta be a little bit more careful.
Yes, I'm just careful. So I do know you have a lace class coming up. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, so I actually do have a lace class. So this class is actually 1-on-1. Okay. It's already pretty much, it is pretty much out. So what it is, it's a full lace class. Well, you'll get the wig. I'll give you like a wig kit, and I pretty much tell you step by step, literally, how to put a wig on.
Okay.
From the braid down to the bald cap to the plucking, the bleaching, the products that I use, all the mistakes because I have made a lot of mistakes when it came to lace. You make a lot of mistakes, So I made a lot of mistakes, and now that I just want to kind of give my information back out. And with the class, I was kind of, depending on I was trying to decide if I want to do like a group class or 1-on-1. But for the 2 1-on-1s that I've had, everybody learns differently. Yes. So I think with me, and I'm such a personal person that I just rather just do a 1-on-1. Everybody has different questions. Some people already know how to do lace. They just have different things that they need to work on. Okay. So yeah, you get everything, the whole 9 yards. So y'all make sure y'all come to the lace class, y'all.
Yes, make sure you guys come to her lace class. So if people want to reach out to you and book or want to attend a lace class, what's your social medias? How can they reach out to you?
So my social media is the Nea Code. Instagram is the Nea Code. TikTok is NeaXO2. Okay. Website is theneacode.com. Wait, www.theneacode.square site. But I'll link that for you guys. Okay. Yes. Yeah, and that's where all my social media is. My website, it has the lace class. It has the wigs that I'm currently selling and everything that all the services that I also offer.
Okay, perfect. I just want to say thank you so much for taking your time, for being here. I learned so much, and I just honestly want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you
from the bottom
of my
team.
This is really, really nice. This is a great setup. This is amazing. This is 10 out of 10.
Thank you. Ooh, I got a good
10 out of 10, girl. This is amazing.
Yes, guys. So, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already, make sure you go watch the other episode. Stay tuned, and remember, you're not alone. Bye.
Thank you all for joining today's conversation. Remember, you're not alone. Tag us while you're watching. DM us any questions. DM us new topics. DM us if you need help. We're on social media platforms. We're on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. It's all Chopping It Up with Deanna. If you need someone to talk to, I can give you a number, but you can always text our pages. But if you need someone to talk to, like ASAP, call 1-800-662-4357. And also another number, you can call 1-800-273-8255.